Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Chronic Colouring Down Under. I want to thank those who have subscribed so far and welcome those who are watching for the first time. My name is Sarah, I'm from Victoria, Australia. Today I'll be doing our Galentines collab with Johanna, Jamie and Te-Arnna. If this is something that you think you're interested in, grab a drink, put your feet up and enjoy. Good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in this wonderful world. Today is the 14th of February. As we know, Valentine's Day. I was actually hoping to film this yesterday and get it up first thing, but unfortunately I had a really bad pain flare yesterday. And those who suffer from chronic pain know that when you're having a really bad flare up, there's not much you can do. So yeah, so hence why I'm doing it today. Last night I did start to feel a little bit better after tea, well enough to be able to go from bed to my recliner, and I thought, oh, well, because I'm recording tomorrow, I should start colouring the page I had planned to colour on camera. I just got so into it, I ended up finishing it last night. So I've had to get a new page. I'm so annoyed. And I love it. So I'll give you a quick peek. And this is it. I stuck with a very set palette. I didn't just grab what I thought. And I just had so much fun with it. And it just distracted me for a while. I did make a boo-boo on her dress. So I'm just going to get some, what do you call it? Jelly roll white pen or Posca pen or something, and yeah, colour that out. Otherwise I absolutely love it. And yeah, it's just a lovely representation of friendship between gals. So today I will be colouring Darren and I in the future. I just thought, yeah, this was cute. It is a little bit pixelated. It is just Shutterstock off the internet, but yeah, I thought it was really cute. Before I go any further, I do want to address the elephant in the room, and that is I'm so grateful for the amount of support that I have received over the last couple of weeks. It has just been amazing. People that watch the channel but have never contacted me before have contacted me. Regular viewers have contacted me. I've had flowers sent. I've had my friends checking in on me daily, if not every second day, and it's just been a real help to get through this. And you know, I could, if I said everybody's name, I would be here. That would be just a whole video on its own. But there's one person that I do want to give a big sing out to. She's been just such a pillar of strength for me for the last couple of weeks. Not just by caring about my mental health and checking in and on how I'm doing, but also helping me with, most of you know I'm not very tech savvy, so you know, you get me into the behind stuff of YouTube. I know the very basics, and that's it. And this person helped me big time with all the technology stuff, and I was truly appreciative. And this person every day contacted me and yeah, seeing how I was doing. And that's Toll Moore. Toll, you're one in a million, and I know that I can speak on behalf of a few other YouTube creators that I've spoken to, and they've brought up your name of being a help to them, and you truly are appreciated. And I just want people to be aware that Toll has been a huge help for me and hasn't been out to stir shit up. So, and the last thing I have to say about it all is that Darren is now a moderator on my channel, so he can delete anything he finds inappropriate. And also there's a couple of words that have been put in place that if that word is said in your comment will be blocked immediately without me even, or Darren even, looking at it. So if your comment doesn't come up on the screen or on the, what do you call it, the comment section, just send me an email and see, you know, why it hasn't come through, and we can talk about rewording it and whatnot. But that's it. I don't want to talk about this subject anymore. I just want to move forward. But I just wanted to let you know of a couple of little changes, and I really wanted everybody to know that Toll has just been, yeah, amazing. So thank you again, Toll. I've said to you, you're like my fairy god sister at the moment, so truly appreciate it. So let's get into Galentine's Day. I had no idea what Galentine's Day was when the girls messaged me. I thought it was a typo for Valentine's Day, and then yeah, figured it out, and yeah, so I think it's a lovely, lovely idea. So that was hence why I wanted to do this on camera. And I knew I wouldn't be able to do it all on camera, but this is one piece that I'm actually really, really proud of, except for the blob of, I don't know, what did I snack on last night? Oh, plum, I think it is. The plums are out at the moment, and they're so yum. So yeah, I'm sticking to, this is the palette that I'm using for this. That's actually not orange Tuscan in here, it's actually Chinese orange in this one. And the rest are all Ohuhu. So we've got Y2 Sunflower, PB9 Cloud Blue, RO80 Pale Cherry Pink, and B120 Pale Blue. But even though they're all that's the palette I'm working with, I do have a brown, a cotton pearl for skin, and a grey just for like hair and skin and whatnot. So yeah, if I take a couple of breaks during this, it's because it's just so muggy and humid here today. And being under this light, it makes me sweat even more. It's horrible. So we will get going. I just need to, and this is my colour inspiration. I wanted to go something summery because it's summer here, and that's off the Sarah Renee Clark colour catalogue, which I highly recommend if you're in a pickle for picking out your palettes. If I remember, I'll try and put the link below. But if I don't hesitate to ask me and I'll send it to you. I'll put it up. So, yeah. Now, Valentine's Day. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to start on skin. Darren and I celebrated Valentine's Day for probably the first 2 years of being together, because we thought we had to, sort of thing. But since then, it's just wake up in the morning, happy Valentine's Day, and that's it. if we were going to be people that celebrated Valentine's Day, it'd be like go out for tea or something like that, because we don't do that very often. But also, you know, prices are just so jacked up for Valentine's Day, so we sort of don't, yeah, if we want to go out for tea, we do it on a night that's not Valentine's Day night, if that makes sense. But it was really sweet yesterday. My son, who's 15, and his first serious sort of girlfriend, but we're not saying too serious. We're like, you're only 15, so just, yeah. And he's such a sweetheart. He wanted to get her something for Valentine's Day, and they were going on a picnic down by the river yesterday. So I took him. Darren took me and my son down to the plaza. Plaza's a very small mall here. To go and get a couple of gifts for her, and he wanted to get her fresh flowers, and I said, look mate, fresh flowers, yes, they're lovely, but they're so expensive. You know, they're a little bit out of your price range of what you should be spending, because he's saving up for a car, and he did have a part-time job at a local ice cream shop, but they just decided not to call him anymore, which I thought was really rude. You know, if he's not doing a good job, just let him know and just say, sorry, we can't offer you any more shifts. But personally, I think they just used him for that couple of week period that they knew they were busy, because they didn't do any of the paperwork, like tax file number and all that. They were just paying him cash. So yeah, anyway, that's a digress. So took him down the street, and oh no, it was Saturday took him down the street, because yesterday he went on his picnic, and he was set on getting her chocolates, and I said, yeah, that's fine, we'll get her chocolates. And then we're looking around, and I said, well, what about a really nice dried flower arrangement? And he's got it in his head, the little romantic, that, you know, you need to be able to hand a girl flowers like in a bouquet. And I said, oh, that's not necessarily, you know, look at the flowers I got sent, they were in a basket. And he's like, no, I want to hand them over like a bouquet. I was like, okay, sorry guys, I'm covering the picture up a bit. And so we were looking for dried flower arrangements, but there weren't, you know, we were just in Kmart and Spotlight, so there wasn't a huge variety. And I said to him, you know, if you'd given me a bit more time, I could have maybe made one for you, but, you know, I just need a bit more time, thinking that I was going to be recording yesterday. And anyway, we ended up, and I showed him vase ones, and he's like, oh, can I pull them out? But you know how a lot of the vase ones have like resin at the bottom of them, so it looks like water. Well, he didn't like that. He wanted to be able to pull them out. I was like, okay, well, maybe we need to think of something else. And then I saw a really cute teddy bear. And I said, well, why don't you give her a teddy bear? And then, you know, that's not going to die on her, and it'll last forever, and she can cuddle it and think it's you. Oh, yeah, he loved it. And so then he's pottering around looking in the shop, and I'm like, what are you looking for now? We've got everything. And he said, no, I want to get a ribbon because I want to look like that teddy bear's hugging the chocolates for it. And I thought, oh, that's pretty sweet. I don't know where he's got this romantic side from, because his father certainly isn't. And so he only, you know, it wasn't overly expensive, which was good. And it's not about, and that's what we're trying to really teach our kids, is that to show that you love somebody or anything, you know, even through a gift, it doesn't have to, you know, the more expensive it is doesn't mean that you love them more, you know. That's just a load of crap. And to stay within your means at the time. You know, there might be years where you can afford something a little bit more extravagant, but there's also years where, you know, you've really got to count your pennies. So I was really proud of him, and so he was up, like he wasn't going until, he was getting picked up at 12 o'clock. Her mum was taking him, like dropping him down at the river for us, and I got up at 8 to go to the toilet and then take my dog outside for a wee. And next thing he's up, and I'm like, what are you doing up so early on a Sunday? You know, because that's basically the only day that any of us get to sleep in. Well, Darren and the boys mainly. If I'm having a bad day, Darren lets me go. And he's like, oh, I've got to have a shower and, you know, make sure my hair's right and everything. I'm like, Chase, you got 4 hours. And I'm thinking, oh, God, what are you going to be like when you're, you know, in a couple of years you're going to be worse. So that's about the most exciting Valentine-y thing that's happened here in this house. Sorry, just needed a little drink. Now, I reckon I'm going to try and make her hair blondish colour. Mine's a bit brassy at the moment, and then put some greys through it because I'm due for a what do you call it, colour. So it represents my hair perfectly. My hair's not this, my hair's dead straight. So I don't know if this means that I'm going to have to start getting perms when I get older. So yeah, I before I started setting up for that video, I did a very, a quick tidy up in my desk, because my desk is just absolute pigsty at the moment because I haven't been in here for a bit, because it gets I've got good air conditioning and everything in here. It's just my thermostat's not great. Anyway, before I was getting ready, I thought, I don't really know how Valentine's Day originated. I didn't, you know, because it's not something that we're really into. And I'm one of these people that I like to know, like, not know everything, but learn as much as I can about even trivial stuff. It just, I'm always asking, like Darren just sometimes looks at me and shakes his head, and you can tell he's thinking, where the hell did that come from? Like, how did you think of that? Like, I often wonder, and this is not being rude or anything, but I've always wondered, like in Asian countries when they write upside up, like they don't go across, they go up and down, do their shredders go across ways? Like things like that. And Darren just says, you know, your brain just needs to switch off, and it does, trust me. Like, I'm just yeah, my brain thinks of really silly things at times. Oh, is that going to be too close to that colour? I might just do double layer. I want Darren in a pink shirt. Darren looks really nice in pink, even though he'll only wear it for special occasions like weddings or christenings. Yeah, anyway, I was looking up about, yeah, that's a bit too similar. Maybe I could make his pants pink. See if the blue will go over that okay. Sorry, before I go any further. See, I didn't even think about watching the time today. The camera got me. Anyway, I was looking up, you know, how did Valentine's originate and all that sort of stuff. And it's not that romantic initially. If, you know, you choose to go and have a look. But like the bits that I read, it came from another celebration that used to actually happen on the 15th of November. Now, I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce it, but it started with L, is all I can tell you. And basically that was a festival around in the Roman times. They would like pair up women with husbands, and they like would pull their names out of a jar. So basically like a lucky dip wife in a way. So I was like, wow. And then I think, don't quote me, again, if you want to know more, definitely go. And all I did was Google how did Valentine's Day originate, and the information I looked up was from the Britannica. Is it Britannica or Britannic? The encyclopedia people, their site, because I tend to try not look at Wikipedia because, you know, half the stuff on there you take with a grain of salt. Anyway, then there was a story about a priest that his name was Valentine, and he was able to cure, he was in prison or something, I believe, and he was able to cure his jailer, so one of the prison officers back then, daughter's sight, who was blind. Yeah, and then there was another, what was the other one? I could look it up. I just got to concentrate on this bit. When I go two ways with alcohol markers, you probably can't see very well, I always like jump backwards and forwards, and that's just so I don't get the streaks. And because it's really hot today, I've got to be really careful because they're just drying so quick. Well, it's not super hot, like we've certainly had hotter, but it's just really humid. Anyway, there was, and then there was another one of a priest who, I think he was, I'm pretty sure it was during the Roman Empire, and he was obviously a Catholic, and then I think he changed to Christianity. Again, please do not quote me on all this. My memory is shit at the best of times, and trying to recall, but this is just what I've retained. And he was secretly marrying marrying couples so the husband didn't have to go to war. So I'm not, what war it was, I'm not 100% sure. Like, I only spent probably 5-10 minutes looking at it. But yeah, it was really interesting. It's not basically as lovey-dovey as I thought it would be, but I think it was about the 1700s when it sort of become more commercialised, I believe. Like, that's when I think it was the 1700s, like when cards were being commercially printed, etc. So yeah, but it was just something interesting to learn. What colour are we going to do? We might do you, ma'am, your extra bits. And I'm only straight colouring today. I'm doing no shading at all. All my goals and everything are so up at the moment with colouring, but I'm okay with that. Nothing needs to be in set concrete, especially with something that you enjoy, because if you keep it that, you know, look at it as though you've failed something because you didn't get it done, that's when you're going to start losing your sparkle and whatnot. Like, I love goals. I love, you know, organisation and whatnot, and I love having sort of knowing that I'm doing this, this and this for this month. But also I'm very flexible and kind to myself and go, well, it's okay. You weren't feeling it this month, or you weren't physically up to it, and that's what you've got to do. I think, you know, just keep the joy. That's the priority. Now, I reckon that they were supposed to be knee-high tights, and that little bit there should be her skin. So I'm going to be a bit cheeky and make it so she's got really long nanonocks on. Nanonocks are what I call big undies, for those wondering. So we'll do it subtly. We'll do them with the pink. Because she's having a glass of champers, she might sort of be a bit unaware that her nanonocks are showing. What colour dress? We might go a pale... Oh, let me just check. It's not the same as old fella. So I haven't done a great deal of colouring the last couple of weeks, but the last couple of days I really sort of got my mojo back a little bit, and yeah, started doing things. So I think I've done about 4 pages in the last, will be 5 now, in the last few days, and I've enjoyed them. And unfortunately they've just been marker, but that's all my brain can process. So hopefully tomorrow I've got my doctor's appointment. Darren won't be in town. He's helping a mate out again tomorrow. So he's rang the clinic this morning to make it into a tele appointment, so I don't have to go in, which is great. But sometimes you need to see your GP to, you know, show different things that are happening and whatnot. But also my GP, he's extremely popular. Everybody wants to get into him, and I'm just very lucky that he kept me on his books, because basically he doesn't take new patients now unless they're prenatal. So I'm one of the very lucky few that's not prenatal, and he's kept on the books. So, but because he is so busy, like my appointment tomorrow is at 10 to 12, I might not hear from him until 7 o'clock tomorrow night now. But that's okay. I know he eventually will get in contact with me, but sometimes it's a bit like, oh, you know. So, but I've taken the attitude now that, well, I haven't heard from them, and I haven't heard from the radiology doctor, so it mustn't be anything sinister, because you would think that, oh, and they did tell me if there's anything that needs to be addressed immediately that they would flag it. So I'm just taking the attitude that it's nothing sinister at the moment, and try not to work myself up about it. I might colour old boy's shoes in brown. And he's not wearing socks because he's a trendy old boy. Yep. Mind frames, yep. So, out of you guys, who celebrates Valentine's Day? Out of you, I'd love to know. And those who do, and those who, oops, wasn't concentrating, went out of the line. Those who do, and those who don't, what would your ideal Valentine's Day present be? Would it be something colouring? Actually, I'm going to give Darren, I'm going to be nice and give him predominantly brown hair. But he's got a few greys, just like me. Where's the grey? Pop some greys in. Yeah, what would your perfect Valentine's Day gift be? Could be colouring, non-colouring. Let me know. I'd be really interested. Oh, now I look like I've got green hair. Oh dear. Oh well, we'll leave it at that. We won't muck her up anymore. Oh no, bugger it. I'll keep doing greens. It is grey, but it's because it's going on yellow, it's coming out green. I'll just say that I've been swimming in a chlorinated pool. Oh, sorry, my forehead is so hot and sweaty. Right, we'll finish off Darren's hair. I'll try and get this finished quickly, as I don't want a super long video, but it'd be nice to finish it. Might give myself grey shoes. So I have stepped out of the palette a little bit, but it's my page, isn't it? So I can do what I like. Whew. Now, Darren's dackaroonies. We might do glasses before I forget them. I don't want to put my arm on the paper because I'm seriously that hot. I only had a shower like an hour ago and I feel like I need another shower. It's ridiculous. Ugh, hate this weather. I know, I'm going to give Darren pink pants because we haven't used the pink yet. That's what we'll do. And I'll just go darker over the cuffs. So my next video is about, it's something to do with me. So if you've got a colour by number book, anyone, doesn't matter, to do this with me, to have a bit of fun. I was planning on doing it this month, so I think I'll still keep it in there. So yeah, hopefully I'll get that done end of this week. And what else? I will do, basically February is just going to be a mishmash. The rest of it's going to be a mishmash month. I'm just basically thrown out everything for the month and starting afresh in March, but just hoping I can get, you know, another 2 or 3 videos up before the end of the month. plus Monopoly. Oh, sorry, Colopoly. And I'm going to start working on making some new prompts for Colopoly, just to add a bit of variety to it. And yeah, I've got lots of things running through my head for the channel. I've just got to get them out. Oh, I've got them written down when I say get them out. But yeah, just do them. I'm looking forward to it. Especially one which I'm not going to tell you about because it's going to be a surprise. And we might give, oh, I don't know what that is he's holding. So we'll just give it a bit of orange, so it's he's got a bit of orange too. And then, just hang on, it's about to go on me. Ha! Back on track, I beat it. And then we might do, I don't know how I can water it down. We'll see if this works. If I put a real little bit of bubbly in there, keep it wet, and then try and lighten it up with this, but I don't think it's going to work, is it? Not really. Oh well. I've stuck to me palette. I'm really enjoying, that is actually another video that I'm wanting to do, but it may not go up until March, and that is choosing your colour palette. And yeah, just a bit of help if you have trouble with visualising a colour palette yourself. So I think that I reckon I'm going to change his pants down there. I think I've included all colours. Yep, I have. There we go. And so that means I might change his belt too. There. So there's Darren and I boogieing away on Valentine's Day in 2035, I'll say. I don't know what year that's, I'm just plucking that out. But it certainly looks nothing like us. Darren's definitely taller than me. He's got a big nose. I don't have a huge nose. I've got a bigger belly than her. Bigger legs, everything's bigger. I'm hoping that I'll start shrinking width-wise soon, not just bloody height. But no, that was fun. So, look out for, yeah, a couple more videos this month from me. But thank you again, everybody, for the extra support that you have given me. I truly, truly appreciate it. And feeling much better, except for physically. So thank you everyone for watching and supporting me on my journey with this channel. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. It helps the channel a lot. If you're not subscribed yet, maybe think about subscribing and hit the notification bell so you know when I've popped a new video up. Share with your friends, comment below, but most of all, stay safe. And remember, colouring is cool and kind. Okay, bye.